And we're back with the last gift guide video of the week, and this afternoon's video is going to be the over $200 price category. Over the next few days, I'll be releasing videos for different price categories. We have the under $25, under $50, under $100, under $200, and then over $200. I'll also be doing videos specifically on the best deals I find for Black Friday and for Cyber Monday, so go ahead and get subscribed if you do want to see those videos when they come out. All of these upcoming videos, as well as the previous year's videos, will be in a playlist linked down the description below. It also includes a video that will help guide you through the process of making sure that you're actually getting a good deal. I do highly suggest you check that out, and again, link will be in the description. I will have links to all products I mentioned in this video down the description, as well as a full list including some alternative options on my website, which I will also link down the description. These will all be affiliate links, so if you do use them, they do help support the channel. I will also be posting deals I come across in my Discord if you're interested. That's the best spot to see deals as soon as I know about them. Now, like the first couple of videos, I actually want to start this video with power, because over $200, you can get some really incredible power stations like this one from Ugreen, which is a 1500 watt, 680 watt hour power station. Now, these are really great if you do a lot of long-term camping, but you still want to have access to some electricity. If you do some things outdoors, and if you're just away from the electrical outlets for a long period of time, but you'd still like to use electrical devices, these are really awesome for that. And there's tons of brands out there. There's actually a YouTube channel that reviews all of these if you want to check it out. I will leave it down in the description below. But this one from Ugreen is a great option. It's $500, or you can get the upgraded version, which is 1200 watts and 1000 watt hours instead for $800. Now, in our last couple of videos, I talked about Lego and how much I love Lego and how I think it's a great gift idea because it can be given to anybody of any age. And it's not only a great thing when you put it together and you build it, but then it also becomes a piece of decor. And over $200, you can really gift some incredible sets, like the Technic sets. For example, this Lego Technic Lamborghini Cyan. This is a really cool car. I have a couple of Technic sets that I'm hoping to build soon. But if I was gifted a Lego Technic set and I was a big car person, which I am, these would be a sweet gift. This one's actually currently on sale, down from $450 to $411. So that's really nice. But as I've mentioned in the past, the nice thing about Legos is they basically cover any hobby or interest. So for example, you can get the Lego Harry Potter Castle for $470, which is pretty cool. It's a massive set. It has over 6,000 pieces in it. This would be a multi-day build for sure, but it's gorgeous. It's got a lot of pieces. It's got some figurines. It's even got a dragon on it. Pretty nice set, and this one's really popular. And if the person that you're gifting to really likes Star Wars, one of the best sets that you can buy is the Lego Star Wars Ultimate Millennium Falcon. If somebody ever bought this for me, I think I would be indebted to them forever. It's one of those bucket list sets that I'd love to put together one day, but I just can't afford to drop $850 on one, but it would be a great thing to gift if you can afford it. Now, an area that gets a huge bump in quality when you go over $200 are displays, specifically monitors. For example, this Samsung 32-inch Odyssey is an OLED display. You will almost never be able to find an OLED under $200, but once you go over, you can find quite a few. Now, this is probably considered to be one of the best OLED monitors that you can buy right now for gaming. So it is a little bit more expensive at $900 currently on sale, regular price $1,300 but we do have a few other options. For example, the Gigabyte Aorus. This is normally $700 down to $570 right now on sale. So this is probably going to be your best value OLED monitor without having to spend too much money. But even if that's a little bit too much for your gift, you could do the AOC 27-inch mini LED monitor here. This is probably going to be one of your best budget monitors at 27 inches, but still getting a very high refresh rate of 180 Hertz, 1440p, and the best possible quality under $300. Now, talking about displays, another thing that gets bought a lot during the holidays, not always as gifts, but sometimes, are TVs. And TVs range in size, they range in strengths, you know, whether they are focused on just cinematic quality or if they're great for gaming or if they're great all around. It really depends. I'm just going to quickly show a few really good options here. For example, the Sony QD 65-inch is probably one of the better all-around best you can get OLED TVs. It's pretty expensive, regularly $3,500, currently down to $2,848, so a pretty decent deal. but that is quite expensive. But if you don't want to spend that much, the LG B4 series is a pretty good budget OLED series that provides some great quality, you know, regularly $1,300 down to almost $1,200 for the 65-inch is a pretty good deal. And if you're able to afford it, I think this would be a great TV for anybody. I'll have links to many more TVs on my website page, so if you do want to go ahead and check that out, again, the link will be in the description. Now, if the person you're gifting for already has a great TV, but they'd want to have some great audio along with it, getting a soundbar is a really good idea. Soundbars have gotten extremely popular, and with that, there's been a ton of technology poured into them, and their quality has just increased significantly over the past 5 or so years. This Samsung model here, which is an 11.1.4 channel, is considered to be one of the best that you can buy, and it's reflective in the price. Normally around $2,000 down to about $1,500. This is no slouch in terms of hitting your wallet, but it's going to be the best overall soundbar that you can buy. Now, if you'd like to get something a little bit more affordable, this LG S90TR 7.1.3 channel soundbar is considered to be a pretty good mid to high level soundbar. You're still getting the subwoofer, you're still getting the 2 satellites, and you're still getting at least 7 channels, which is still pretty great for almost any house. And if you'd like to go on the lower end of the budget, the Vizio M Series 5.1.2 channel is probably going to be your best chance under $500, and currently it's on a pretty good sale, down from $500 to $350. Now, if the person you're looking to buy a gift for is an audiophile, there is almost no limit to how expensive things in the audiophile world can get. Things like headphones can get relatively expensive. For example, the Sennheiser HD800Ss are normally $1,700 for a pair of headphones, but right now they're down to $1,400. If you cannot afford that, we have a lot of other options. For example, the HiFiMan Edition XS are a great pair of headphones, and they're currently on a fantastic sale, down from $500 down to about $270. These are a really nice pair of headphones. And if they prefer something closed back, the Birdynamic DT1770 Pros are a great option as well, down from $400 to $380. Now, if the person that you're gifting for would prefer some noise canceling headphones because they travel a lot or they're just commuting a lot on public transit and they prefer to have some really nice noise canceling headphones, the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultras are considered to be the best that you can buy right now. They come in 4 different colors. It's down from $340 or $350 down to $330 right now on sale. Now, if you'd like to get something a little bit less expensive, Sony's WH-1000 XM5s are currently on sale, down from $400 to just under $300, which is a fantastic price. These are a great noise canceling headphone, but if you go one generation back, you could buy the XM4s for just under $200, which is also a good deal. These are the ones that I have. Absolutely love them. They're a fantastic pair of headphones, and I use them very regularly. Now, if the person that you're buying for would prefer earbuds over headphones, the WF-1000 XM5s from Sony are considered to be the best earbuds that you can buy right now, down from $300 to $230. These are noise canceling. They have adaptive sound control. They are really, really good. I personally have the previous year, and just like with the headphones, you can save some money going with the previous years. So I have the XM4s, and they're currently down to $175 or $150 if you get the white. Now, a lot of the pro grade keyboards used to be over the $200 price point, but recently they've been slowly moving down, and all the enthusiast level stuff is currently around the $100 to $200 range. But what has moved into the $200 plus range are all of the new Hall effect keyboards. Hall effect keyboards have a different switch style where the keys are actually kind of like an analog key, where depending on how hard you're pressing it and how far you're pressing it will determine how much movement is portrayed to the game you're playing, for example. And Keychron's Q1 has an Hall effect model. Currently it is $240 with an additional 10% off coupon. I'd love to try out one of these keyboards. If you guys are interested in having me review one, let me know. I can save up some money and try to buy one. I personally never used the Hall effect, but a lot of people absolutely love them. And they're a very cool, unique style of switch that allows for a lot of really different things that you couldn't normally do on a keyboard. You can also go ahead and buy the full-size version of the keyboard, which is $250 right now. So either way, whichever size keyboard the person that you're gifting for would prefer, you have a lot of different sizes available and a lot of different colors at this $200 plus price point. Now, we already talked about some of the best headsets in the under $200 price category, but over $200, you end up getting a few additional features. So if this is something that the person that you're gifting for would prefer, then they're a great option. For example, the Arctis Nova Pros are a fantastic wireless headset. I personally have a pair. I bought them open boxed and they're great. They're currently down from $350 to $265. One of the really nice things about these headphones is that they have quick swappable batteries, and the batteries actually charge in this station here. So it allows you to basically never have to plug in the headphones. You just plug in your battery when you're not using it, and one is in the headset. And then as soon as the one in your headset is telling you that the battery's low, you just swap it out and you're basically always good and charged for gaming. Now, another great gift idea over $200 are handheld gaming consoles. They are fantastic. I absolutely love my Steam Deck. It's one of my favorite things. I use it a lot when I travel. When I was traveling for work, basically every 5 weeks, I was bringing my Steam Deck with me every single time. It really helped keep me entertained while I was away, while I was stuck in a hotel room in evenings, and they're fantastic. So the Steam Deck has multiple price points. Now, Steam is actually having sales on the Steam Decks right now. So the 64 and the 512 gigabyte LCD models are both discounted 15% and 25%, although the 64 gig model is out of stock. So you have those available to you, which are pretty cool that they're doing some sales on them. But if you do want the OLED model, there's no sale. The 1 terabyte is $650, the 512 is $550, and the 256 LCD is $400. Now, there are other handhelds from companies like Asus, Lenovo, and MSI, so if you do want to go ahead and check those out as well, I will have links in the description for them, but it really depends on how much you'd like to spend and what the person you're gifting for prefers in terms of a platform. Now, another really great gift idea are VR headsets, and in the past year, there hasn't really been any new models that I could suggest. So this model that I suggested last year is going to be the model I suggest this year, and that is the MetaQuest 3. It is currently $535. It is fantastic. I haven't personally owned one, but I have used the MetaQuest 3. It's quite a nice bump over the Quest 2. And since it's now well into its development cycle, there are a lot more games that are taking advantage of the new features and performance of the MetaQuest 3. So it is a pretty great option, but you can still go ahead and pick up the MetaQuest 2. It's still a pretty decent purchase, and it's discounted from the Quest 3, so if you'd like to buy something a little less expensive as a gift, that's also a good option. Now, if the person you want to buy a gift for is really into photography or videography or creating videos or streaming, you could buy them a really nice mirrorless camera at the over $200 price point. And for example, the camera that I'm using, the A6400, is currently down from $900 to $950 on sale. This is a really good camera. I am super happy with it. It does a lot for me. I take pictures with it. I record all of my YouTube videos with it. I use it for a bunch of my B-roll, and it's just a fantastic all-around camera. It's nice and small, it's nice and light, and it's not overly expensive. However, if the person that you're gifting for would prefer having a better and larger camera that has a lot more features to it and you can afford it, you could pick up something like the Sony Alpha 7 IV. This is currently down from $2,500 to just over $2,000. It is a full-size sensor instead of the APS-C that the A6400 has. It has a lot more features, it has much larger batteries, and has way more lenses available to it because it's a full-size sensor. Speaking of cameras, if the person that you're gifting for really likes doing adventure sports like snowboarding, mountain biking, off-roading, things like that, action cameras are an awesome gift idea for that as well. The GoPro Hero 13 is currently down from $400 to $340. This is their newest camera. I have a Hero 10. I absolutely love it, and I use it for a lot of things. I even use it for my YouTube videos. They are really nice, and GoPro still is considered to be one of the leaders for action cameras, so you have that available to you. Insta360 also has some really cool cameras. They have their 360 cameras, hence the name of the company. Down from $500 to $400 and about $30. You can get their 8K 360 degree camera. I'm sure you've seen plenty of these videos on social media where people are doing some really cool and fun 360 videos. And this is probably one of the cameras that they're using, or the previous year model of the X3. Now, another really cool action camera are the Insta360 Go's, which are the little tiny pod cameras. If you've ever seen a video where people are strapping cameras to their pets, cats and dogs, a lot of times it is one of these Insta360 Go's. They're nice and small, they're very light. You can get very creative with them, and they're great for POV videos as well. Down from $430 to just under $400. Now, if you're looking for a gift for someone who works from home or someone who spends a lot of time at their computer, getting them a nice sit-stand desk is a great idea as well. FlexiSpot has the EN2, which is $228 right now, down from $300, with an additional coupon of $29 off. So that brings it down to about $200. It's a really good price for a good sit-stand desk. This one also has power built into it so that you can plug all of your stuff in. FlexiSpot makes some of the best overall sit-stand desks, and they're all powered. Fantastic, and you have a bunch of options and colors to choose from. Now, if the person does not want a sit-stand desk, but they do want a really good chair to sit on, something from a brand like Steelcase is a really good option. The Steelcase Series 1 is about $450. It's one of their more affordable options here, but it is still a really, really good chair. Normally it's around $500. And I have done an entire video on choosing chairs for your desk. If you do want to go ahead and check that out. Getting good chairs is super important if you're sitting in them all day, especially if you work from home. And buying things that are not gaming chairs is definitely recommended. They're going to be a lot better for your body over time. They're going to last a lot longer as well. And these companies do chairs entirely as their business purpose, and they do them extremely well. Now, once we get over $200, laptops become a very viable choice and a great gift. Again, with over $200, we have a massive range here, but if you want to get someone the best of the best, the Apple MacBook Pro is still considered to be one of the best laptops you can buy for a multiple range of purposes, whether it's going to be video editing, photo editing, graphic design, anything like that. Currently, it's down from $1,600 to $1,400 for the 512 8GB of RAM model. I would definitely suggest upgrading to something like the 16GB model, but that really increases the price, and it doesn't seem like Amazon has it available on the website right now. Now, if the person you're gifting for would prefer something on the Windows side of things, the HP Omen Transcend is a great laptop that can do a lot of things. It's not just for gaming, even though it has it in the title. It comes with 16 gigs of RAM, a 1TB SSD, and this is a pretty good option here as well. This one comes with a 4060 and a 120Hz monitor, which is really nice because the person can game if they want to. Now, if the person you're going to be gifting for does a lot of typing, one of the best typing keyboards that you could buy are the Microsoft Surface laptops, specifically the newest generation of them. These ones come with a Snapdragon CPU, so they're not going to be as strong for a lot of other purposes, but if the main use case of this laptop is going to be for typing, you can't do better than the Microsoft Surface laptop. Now, if the person you're gifting for is going to be primarily gaming, something like the Razer Blade 18 is going to be one of the best options, but it is going to come with a massive price tag of over $4,000. If that's well out of your budget, you can have other options like the Asus TUF Gaming A16. This one's down from $1,800 to about $1,300, a much more affordable option here. And I don't think that you're going to be getting $3,000+ of value out of the Razer over something like the Asus TUF. Now, if the person that you're gifting for would prefer something like a tablet over a laptop, something like the Apple iPad here is a great option. They're currently all on sale, so this one is down from $350 to about $260, which is nice, with an additional $9 off coupon available on Amazon. If they prefer something with a little bit more performance, they can get the Apple iPad Air, which comes with the M2. This one is down from $700 to $600 for the 256GB model. If they'd prefer something on the Android side of things, the Samsung Tab S9 FE Plus is still the best Android tablet you could buy, down from $600 right now to $400 for the 128GB model. And if they'd like something that would be a part of their living space, then the Google Pixel tablet is very unique in that because its stand allows it to be also just like a house display. So it kind of turns it into the Google Nest Hub, for example, and it is currently $500 for the 128GB model. Now, I talked a lot about my watch last year, and I've talked about the watches in a few of our earlier videos at different price points. But over $200, you can get some incredible smartwatches. For example, you can get the newest version of the Phoenix. I have the Phoenix 6X, but you can get the Phoenix 8. This one is a blistering $961. It is brand new. It just came out. It has an AMOLED display. They have multiple sizes, multiple colors available. But if that is a little bit too expensive, you can go with the previous year's Phoenix 7, and you can actually get the Pro Sapphire Solar version down from $900 down to about $650. This is a really, really good price for this. One of my closest friends, Andreas, has this model. He absolutely loves it, and it having the built-in solar Basically makes it so you rarely have to charge this thing. It lasts forever. It's extremely rugged. It's really great for adventuring and for a whole bunch of sports and activities. Now, if the person you're gifting for focuses a lot more on running and triathlons and marathons, something like the Garmin Forerunner is a really good option. The Forerunner 965 is currently down to $500 from $600. They have a couple of colors. This is their newest model. It has an AMOLED display as well. And this one really focuses on running activities and things of that sort. Now, if the person that you're gifting for is on the Apple ecosystem and they prefer having an Apple Watch, the best watch on Apple's line is the Apple Watch Ultra 2. This one currently is $780. They have multiple sizes. This is the largest size at this price point and the colors available to you. The Apple Watch Ultra is extremely rugged. It's a lot bulkier than the smaller models, but if the person you're gifting for would prefer something smaller and doesn't need the ruggedness of the Watch Ultra 2, they can get something like the Series 10, which is currently down from $430 to $360. Apple Watches are extremely popular for a very good reason. They are fantastic and they integrate really well with other Apple products. So if the person you're gifting for has an iPhone, has a MacBook, then this is going to be a really great gift option for them. And those are most of the products over $200. If you want to see some alternatives to the ones that I've mentioned, or just entirely different products that still fit within this price category, I will be posting them all on my website. There will be a link to the particular guide post in the description below. And with all that said, I really do hope you found this video helpful. And if not, I at least hope you found it interesting. If you did, I'd really appreciate it if you like, subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, feel free to leave these down in the comment section below. And I'll be happy to get them all as quickly as I can. Big thanks to my Patreon sponsors, and big thanks to you for watching to the end of this video. If you want to see any other of the gift guides or the upcoming Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and computer builds videos, you can check out the playlist right up here. And as always, stay safe out there. I'll see you next time.